Hey guys, okay, so right here I'm showing you basically the part that I sectioned off on the wig that I'm gonna make a different color from the rest of the hair. So that's just what I'm showing. Okay, so now I'm gonna use the Got To Be Freeze Blast spray, and I'm going to pretty much spray the inside of the wig, so that way like the inside of the wig doesn't tint or anything like that from the dye that I'm gonna use. So now I'm pretty much just boiling my water, and I have the stove on medium right now. So I'm gonna go ahead and add the Adore dye in the color 88 Magenta. And you're gonna add the whole entire bottle in there, and yeah. So once you have all of the hair dye inside of the pot, what you're gonna do is pretty much stir it up to make sure it's like evenly spread out throughout the whole thing, because sometimes if you don't, it'll just sit in clumps. As you've seen, like before I stirred it up, it'll just sit in clumps at the bottom of the pot. So now what I'm doing is basically cutting off of the pot, and what I did was let it cool down a little bit first before I actually put the hair in. But anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and put on some gloves to protect my hands, because I don't know if the dye is gonna transfer on my hands or not. But basically I'm gonna pull the top where I sectioned off correctly real tight, and make sure that part doesn't get colored by this type of hair dye color, and pretty much just dip the hair in and keep dipping it and keep dipping it, because as you dip it, it'll like get darker and darker the more times you dip the hair. And I also use my brush to kind of help me like make sure that the top of the hair got the dye distribute onto it, but it also help me make sure that like the dye didn't get on the part that I sectioned off. So basically what I'm doing is just adding more dye right now inside of the pot, because you know, once you dip the hair in it, it'll soak up the color, and you kind of have to add a little bit more inside of it as you go along and as you keep like dipping it. And you see right here, as I'm pulling the hair up, it looks darker than when I first started. Okay, so now the hair is really dark, and basically what I'm doing right here is getting the excess water out. But as I was stringing the water out, I noticed that some parts looked like the color didn't get on it all the way. So basically what I did was re-dip the hair in, and then I'll string it out one more time. Okay, so now it's time to color the front of the hair, and I'm going to be using the Tresemme conditioner in the Adore color 142 in pink blush. And I'm pretty much going to be mixing that in a bowl, mixing the two colors in a bowl, so I can get that light pink that I want, because the pink blush was too dark on its own. So that's pretty much what I'm doing right here. So now I'm going to open up the ponytail that I made and pretty much just start to distribute the hair dye onto the hair, and make sure that it's fully saturated, because as I was doing this, some parts of the hair, especially at the top, did not take, or I could not cover it. So I had to keep constantly like moving the hair to make sure that it was getting on all of the hair. Okay, so now the front of the hair is fully saturated, and I'm just gonna go over it one more time, and then I'm gonna wrap it up. And originally I was gonna let the hair sit for 15 minutes, but I let it sit for an hour. And now I'm gonna put on some silicone mix, and it's pretty much like some silicone oil that I like to use because it makes the hair really soft. So now I'm just gonna distribute that onto the hair, and I like to let my hair air dry because when I blow dry my hair, it seems to get like a different texture to it, and I really don't like it. So I like to let anytime I do hair or do my hair, I like to let the hair air dry because it just feels better to me. Okay, so now the hair is completely dry. So what I'm doing here is using the comb chase method, and I'm pretty much just going to be flat ironing the whole entire wig. Okay, so now what I'm gonna do here is add some more silicone mix that I used in the beginning to pretty much lay down the flyaways, because you know how when you first flat iron your hair and it's real fresh, the flyaways tend to not want to lay down. So I just pretty much use that to help. And then also, if you see like a white part at the top of the wig, it's because I didn't cover the track at the top when I made my middle part. So I'll go back over that when I actually put the wig on. So towards the end, I actually decided that I didn't like the hair long, so what I did was cut it, and it actually came out better. And this is the final look. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and like, comment, and subscribe for more, and I will see you in the next one.